Show with Neezy the Second.
Welcome to my show. Welcome to our show, the Sideline Show with your boy Neezy the Second. I'm here at NOT Studios. If you want to know more about us, please check the description below. And today I am joined by my friend Chichie The Poetic Queen. Many of you know her from her involvement with the youth, advocating for the people with disabilities. She's a media personality, a poetess, an MC. Chichi. Without saying much, welcome to the show, Chichi.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure.
Otherwise, you good.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Funny way that I confused.
I
Umjolo.
I feel like very blurry weather is always like that. Like
Why?
Why?
Why ungaqeda that?
Umjolo yena.
Yephambanisayo.
Umjolo yabantu yesiphambanisayo. But anyways,
abantu baphuma involved entweni eziningi.
Eziningi like omunye sambone ehamba nalo kusasa, sasembone ehamba. Like
why ngoba abantu benze njani?
I guess this is just unfaithful.
Is it? Otherwise wena nje namuhla uvuke njani? Everything good?
Yeah. Feeling good.
Yazifila namuhla. You're feeling yourself.
Oh my god. I don't know actually, but I think so.
All right. Good. So Chichi, before sixoxa sinye abantu lapha namhlanje. Nje just introduce yourself ubatshela abantu ukuthi I know mina sengikhulumile okunye okwenzayo but angeke ngikhulume wena into ozaziyo so
yes,
but
wow, I feel like he said pretty much everything. Anyways, my name is Chidadi, so people always fail to pronounce my name. Story for another day.
Let me try.
Chidadi,
so
exactly. So my name is Chidadi, so Francisca Bazo, popularly known as Chichie The Poetic Queen. As he has rightfully said, I'm a youth health and disability rights advocate. I'm an MC and event host. I'm a multimedia personality. I'm a poetess. I'm a writer. Retired model, I like to say.
Why is it retired? I mean,
so depending on the situation, like man shy.
Just for nama endorsements la.
Savoy.
Yeah, maybe. All right, guys, this is really so our phone number services like DM go Insta lapha so abali baneng and him follow. So Chichi namuhla the first topic engifuna sikhulume ngayo nje ingani sensitive before singena kwezinye izingane ziyachisa kakhulu. Today I want to talk about suicides because I've came to notice ukuthi most people bayazibulala, especially men, honestly. Amadoda ayazibulala yabo. So let's discuss it like ama reasons why bezibulala and ama solutions. You understand? So why do you think men like percentage ending at this one why bezibulala?
Well, I think also we can just start off from looking at our society, right?
Yeah.
African society, I don't know maybe if European society is like that, but in our African society, from a young age, if ungumfana told
yeah.
Like if say I have a twin brother, sonke sihambe endlini silimele sikhala, uzathiwa wena ungumfana ukhalelayo. So I feel like as a man, you're just made to toughen up at a very young age, which makes it really hard for you to be able to just say how you feel. Don't really have maybe good coping mechanisms as well, right? Your feelings are just stuck in there and you don't know how to express them. I think for me, what I've noticed really with interacting with men, I think especially on a romantic level, like I feel like they struggle to really express how they feel. Because but for a man to actually get to a point where he opens up about what he's going through and things like that, it's really hard. And I will always blame our society and our societal conditioning, societal expectations to say "Sifunindoda ingakhali," right?
Yeah.
There's this joke that was circulating, which Imagine arguing with your boyfriend and then you start crying. And people were just like, you could see from the responses and stuff, no, they don't really want men to cry. So
But
how are
yeah,
men going
ngendlela
to cope?
esakhuliswa ngayo, it's really a bit funny to see a man cry, especially who argument and stuff like that.
And also, like, take a look at even when amachitako.
Yeah.
Ungahamba ekhaya emajiteni akho
No, I
ukhulume,
won't. I would never.
lawo. Like, and then when you get to maybe home, like, it's the same thing. I feel like men just face ridicule from all sides. You can't
true.
really get that outlet where
Yeah.
And I feel like that's
There's
our
only a
biggest
few
problem.
people where men like go to cry to and stuff like that. Like few people.
Very few.
Yeah.
And then like the rest is always. So I feel like the biggest cause is our societal expectations. And then you ask for solutions. I feel like with this generation of young men that's there, I feel like we should be saying it's okay for men to cry. It's okay for men to have issues. It's okay for men to talk about their things, and also like as society, we're not supposed to judge them because I feel like they're human too. It's always easy for women to talk about isn't this what affect her. I can talk to my friend, that can talk to whosoever, like it's that easy, and no one will judge me for crying. But if you're a man, it's a different story. So I feel like we should really move towards saying we're getting rid of these societal expectations that sort of lead men to committing, suicide and stuff like that. So yeah, we should just extend that hand to say we're being kind, we're being attentive, we're not judging men for crying and things like that. And it's just I feel like it's irresponsibility of everyone in the society, from you guys as men, right? To the women in the society, to the children that are there in society.
Yeah.
Basically.
But hey, all right, let me ask. Ngiyakuza siluthi amadoda ekhuluma. But let me give you a scenario, right? Your boyfriend ebuye kuwe ezokutshela like how he feels, maybe some stuff that's really sensitive ezimenze ekhali. You women, you want your men to do that, but when your men do that, they're viewing ngendlela different without you noticing. There's something that happens, a shift when a man talks about maybe something, maybe let's say at work, maybe he's underpaid or maybe broke and stuff like that. When you might think when he says stuff like that to you, you would support and stuff like that. First months you would do that, but along the line there's something that is going to shift. Do you think that's my view? That's what I've seen. That's why Mina, honestly, I know like maybe I'm a victim or something, but Mina on my side, I hardly talk about my stuff. I have maybe one or two people. Yeah, but there's some people that I used to talk about stuff with them. But I won't even the reply. Someone is just typing just to make you feel better.
But they just don't mean it.
Yes, they will. So sometimes I just feel like, let me just keep quiet and keep things to myself and soldier on.
You know what? I feel like if you had asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have said, no, you're right. We do that. Well, I would have said I do that, right?
Yeah.
But then with me, I feel like my work has just thrown me into so many spaces. I remember I went for this other conference and then I was rapporteuring. So I sort of like got an opportunity to be part of a session of young men, right? And then it was just young men and they were just talking and I was just there listening. And I feel like that was one of the most enlightening sessions in my life because I got to realize so many things. So I don't think I can ever be the type of girl who would be like feel some sort of way. In fact, I actually feel so happy when a guy tells me how he feels about his family, what he's going through. I feel like he trusts me enough to, and I know also, Lami, at some point I can be, kinder towards you. If ever you're saying, I know I'm not getting paid enough. I'm going to look for vacancies for you. Every vacancy that I see, I'll always forward it
Sounding
to
like
you.
an American. Like I need
You know,
myself an
like
American girl.
I feel like I've gotten to that point.
Serious.
Although, of course, we'll just take it back to say it's not every girl who's gotten the opportunities that Chichi has gotten, who's gotten to see the things that I've seen, right? And I feel like it's really true with the as women who always want men to provide for us, which is like, yeah, I guess
Yeah. Let's touch on that.
kunjalo.
Like, but in the way provision in Alian, when like when a man, let's say a man has been providing maybe for 2 years into the relationship, he's been doing everything, you understand, then a child for 1 year, how would you take the relationship strictly for 1 year?
It really depends on the kind of man that he is. Because I feel like there are women who wouldn't mind taking that breadwinner role, right? But then thinking it's okay, you're not working. Like I feel like there's always a difference between a man who's putting effort and you see ukuthakuhlangana, then the thing afuni.
Yeah, that's
Two
true.
different
Yeah,
things,
you can.
right?
This video madoda abaye
Do you know, like, there's like this quote, a trying man is everything, right?
Yeah.
If you can see he's trying, I
Yeah.
am also motivated to say, you know what, let me do something about this. Number two, what are these men who think because, like, and say, okay, Gasebenz is always at home, but it doesn't contribute at home. It's fine. I used to both work. Now when I'm also clean up it, do laundry and food, right?
So when you want him to get him kanu.
No,
Imagine.
like, do you know
Yami
when we're talking about this, and is if we're in daughter and you want a
respect.
submissive woman, or maybe you wanna be the provider in the family, right? There are women who don't mind being housewives, right? They'll stay at home and look after the kids and do everything. And then when I come with the money, it's okay. And so that's how we're raised, really. That's how society was, right?
Yeah,
but if we're moving towards saying 50-50, uthi la yemela contribute, lawe contribute, right? Not ukuthi ufuna ukuthi a-contribute towards groceries and rent, and then at the same time mayewevele emsebenzini ukuthola uhlezi, she has to start cooking, she has to start cleaning. I feel like we should just sort of shun that, right? So now, coming back to our issue, so it depends on ukuthi indoda enjani. Xa ungazami hayi nalapha ngizingeni sekho inkinga yami. But if I can see that you're trying, we can talk about something else. Like, we can always work things out. There's nothing wrong with that. But then it just comes down to your actions, man. Kumufuna ukuthi mina ngisebenza an 8-hour job, ngithi ngiphenduke endlini ngo-6, ngithole ungenzwanga lutho, so mina ngiqale from scratch.
Yeah, but it doesn't add up.
I can't be doing double duty.
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
At some point, I feel like that's why some women become resentful towards their partners.
Right? And at the end of the day, like, after a while, the relationship will die out.
Now, obviously, all the time. And then so try to stand there in my dad. Of course, Nan's again, yeah.
Welcome to NLT Studios, the home of creativity. We have a lot of services to boost up your business, your social media presence. Services like animation, graphics designing, sound recording, be it for your music, soundtracks, you name it. Social media management, social platforms. We also design flyers, web development, and guess what? We have services for your kids also. Good quality animated videos for your kids. Make sure that your kids come and learn with us here at NLT Studios on YouTube.
But I'm futhi Because personally, I love
Yeah.
money. I
All
know
right.
I love
Mang
money.
fire
But I
scenario.
love my money.
You love your money also. All right,
Yes.
cool. Let's do this. Chichi, I have two men here. This guy is loaded, all the money, you understand, but he doesn't love you. Then we have a guy, impilo yakhe nje is just average. He's getting maybe, I don't know, like the average wage, and he loves you a lot. Pick one.
This is actually a very easy thing. You know, like people always like to think money is everything. I used to think that, but it's not.
Yeah, tell me.
Money is not everything. I feel like if you're with someone who loves you, okay. I read something this other time. It said that some men have nothing to offer except their money, right? And then your friends will tell you it's better to cry in Dubai than in Cultural Park. They'll always say that. But then I feel like we like to just look at things as is kangeli, like don't take a deeper analysis of like all of these things, right? Personally, I would choose love over money any day. Right? Why? Because mina ngendlela engiyiyo, not that it's wrong to choose money over love. Or anyways, it's not wrong. It always depends on who you are. Mina, I'm a lover, so I'll always
love
choose
another
love
fight.
over over money like all the time, right? So I'd rather go for my average boyfriend who has potential. And another thing, I feel like one mistake that we always make is we want to get men with money. When it's easier to get a man who loves you but has potential to make money. Right?
Okay.
Ole mali zakhe, he can treat you whichever way because he knows you're dependent on him for his money. But if
but that's true. You can say that again. Bezwe. Tell them.
I feel like he would just feel like he can treat you some sort of way because ule mali.
That's why
Right?
he slaves so tan.
He can get another girlfriend and another one, and you can't complain because I have what you need, girl. But then if you go and make your own money, you go for your average paid boyfriends and you won't see anything wrong with that. Sahamba sena tamake with dollar, we'll be fine. As long as
Chichi,
we
for
love
how
each
long?
other.
How long are you going to be fine?
No, but
You'll be seeing your friends, they take her out, your friends driving Benz and stuff like that. Don't look this hill. Like, let's be real.
No. As I said, go for men with potential. Number one. And number two, I feel like also, personally, I've never been prone to peer pressure. If you see me wearing something that's trending, it's because I like it, not because it's trending.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So for me, I really never care about what my friends are doing or how it's happening and stuff.
So we need more girls like you, Pella.
But then at the same time, it's always about going for someone umbona to their future. Because that's the most important thing. And also, I'll make sure go to their future, because that's another thing. If you're looking for a man with a car, go and you park yours.
Park yours there.
Park yours there, then you can look for him. But not to go to hamba and I'm dingim choba lama wanda fiti, then nah.
All right. Let me give you any scenario. You are the rich aunt Wilemad. You understand? Then there's a guy who's really into you, and it's the same guy who average looks in a job. When you are the boss lady, you have everything. Can you cope with a relationship like that?
You know what, fine? I feel like Amadoda have egos.
Yant?
Men have serious egos. Like I can't even explain it, but I know is maybe back home. I know a select few there they who don't mind being provided for by women, but the majority of men that I know, the friends that I have and stuff, they're all about providing. They can never date a woman with woman unless if you learn into and stuff like that. But usually I feel like it's not even on my part, it's mostly on the guy's part, because what comes with that now, there are these insecurities. Okay, so okay, so my meetings are like it just becomes weird for some reason. Like no.
Yeah, but I feel you. Lama would never go for umuntu who has money, more money like
Imagine having a
more
girl
money
who drives
than
and
me.
you don't drive. Ooh,
Yeah,
like,
I would rather
oh my
have maybe
God.
a girl or driver in what can you call like what's this car? This four wheel. It turned on big brain. I forgot the car, but this big car. Yes, the G-Wagon. The lady would drive the big wheels G-Wagon, you understand? Then Mina, maybe I have my latest Benz and stuff like that.
Like,
I think that
would
one
make
can work.
sense, you know.
Because Lame was still right. I have my millions, maybe and I only have 5 million more, but yabona.
Like you're almost at the same.
Yeah. So it's all about understanding and but yo kathesu was seen you're walking and then sisathi ngumuntu le akaba trick. Respect yangikhona ebanzima yabuya 2 months kuphela ifade.
I was listening to this other guy was telling me, oh, my girlfriend has a car. I'm like, okay. I didn't want to judge because
But we listen, we don't judge.
I was just listening. I'm like, okay, that's
yes,
nice.
we listen, we
all
don't
the
judge.
best.
Yeah.
So some imbus can talk or you
Oh,
know,
like
what decide to you know, man.
abaningazi babezothatha into zabo wayesalutsha. What I've realized sesibalekele itopic yethu vele indawo zomjula
always
indawo zomjula ziyatshisa like then njengoba sikuma-relationships and let me make an example using the topic that we are on. Why do you think men kill themselves because of ukuchita komuntu like because of cheating yellow ye partner yabo? Why do they do that?
It still comes down to my egos. I will always say this because you know, as in daughter, there's just something, man. I remember this one time I was talking to my boyfriend, and then I'm like, okay, so would you date a girl? Maybe I would no, what's saying you wouldn't date a girl or the body count a high.
I would never do that.
And
though.
I'm like, okay, cool. So what are the terms? Uncle, it tells me body count maybe more than like 3 or 5. Like, yeah, that's too high. And then he talks about maybe someone who slept with one of my friends. I would never date that.
Yeah,
person.
I would never
like,
do
He
that.
had like a couple of things that he had to say, right? Already you can see okay. And then there's also this term that people like to say, do men forgive cheating? It's always a no.
It's a
men
no, yeah.
can forgive cheating. I think for you guys, I feel like men are more territorial than women. Like, you cannot just step into my territory and do whatever that you like.
Yeah,
and then
true.
also there is this whole argument that I like. Most of the times, of course, I'm against it. Or would see women cheat with their emotions and men just cheat. So now it means if she cheated me on me with this guy, it means she loves him.
True.
And stuff. She gave him what was
yes,
nice.
because
I feel like there's so much that comes. I feel like you get to this point where you feel like, okay, am I not enough?
Yes, because sazibuza ukuthi like why ngiyenze noku wrong, because you women you cheat umuntu esokuncisha attention, just attention. Why didn't you just go talk to your man? But you cheat. Women, you're not supposed to cheat.
No, but I understand. I feel like it's very valid, especially for my daughter. Like, I feel like there's certain things that you don't say to a man. If I ever have a crush and I have a boyfriend, I'll never tell him that I had a crush on this guy, because
even don't tell me about your exes. Don't.
Or tell you about the guys that are hitting on me. Yeah, okay, no.
So when would you have a crush or relationship?
No, and that's not totally record. And I usually my crushes are out of it. So crashing on someone you never meet, or even if you meet them, nothing will ever surface. But at the moment, until that crash. But anyways.
All right, let's say the guy say when I already lay crash. Then you are maybe 6 months into the relationship. Then that crash, like crash, then he approaches. When you start a crash.
Crazy question. So I feel like the difference between me, okay, let me just talk about myself, right? On a personal level, I wouldn't date my crush, Because the problem with dating your crush is like a crush umuntu admire that you put on a pedestal. So now getting to know them a bit closer, like I don't know. I think if my crush was to hit on me, I'd probably lose it.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, like
Because I've dated Minama crush people that but the relationship can't
I feel like you become disappointed at some point because no, this person is not who I thought they were. Like maybe always had like this. I don't know. Maybe for girls, always had makeup on, she always look nice. And then now someone else will sweat to my fancy.
Because whenever I'm in town, but it makes sense.
I feel like for me, I know.
And for my expectations are high.
Like too high.
Yeah, in that relationship. So it's really, really bad. Then Chichie Umjolo kona and sizophendwa wama-suicides yes advise abantu ekugcineni, right? Umjolo, who do you think cheat the most, men or women?
Both.
We did this only 50-50 at this.
I feel like it's now like 50-50. The old me would have said men because I feel like men, but I see women do it all the time as well.
Why?
So
why? Like, why do people cheat? Tina Madodan, you have to understand. I have to say this, Kahle. You have to understand. Katesi manama kaya. Katesi ama numbers at amadoda maning nabafazi. So singabanga 2-2. Labana banyo mama basile labana like ama females now sile lifune attend. So women, you have to understand which we are trying to accommodate. But like imagine you're not going away ususile lapana kulezane zingakhonjiswa kanjani. How would you feel? So we're trying to accommodate lonke. Sifixa in umhlaba, yabo? So exactly. So in the thing I cheat ungazwani, but Lina may cheat.
Really?
Yes.
You know what? Disclaimer, I'm not saying I condone cheating. But when I say business and I'm like to an see cheat. All I can say is women are free to cheat back to men who deserve it. Because if I have a boyfriend is not cheating, I won't cheat. But
how would you know that your boyfriend is not cheating? What if very university
I feel like it's always no, but see, in the day cheat
how
I feel like there's just something.
Yeah, but Amachita says Bambi. So because when I'm in a relationship with a certain girl, obviously attention very umchita not you are his girl.
There's a certain way that it treats you, and then when there's something wrong, there's a certain way also. Yeah,
we are born with know that like there's someone who's entertained.
I feel like even when your relationship gets to where it's supposed to be, you can even tell what a message then typing there's something going on. Now ask you about it. How far member. But I feel like you can always tell what is just something.
But Lina Mangelina, Lila diploma cheating, it's hard.
I
when I saw Bangabamba.
I don't have what it takes.
When you could make a good cheat up when you episode lenga.
I don't have what it takes to be a cheater.
You don't know let it credo.
I do not have what it takes, like guys. Anyways, like I feel like one thing that will never make me cheat, besides of course I don't need to cheat, but I'm also an overthinker. So you start thinking,
that might overthink a lot.
What if they're mutual friends? Like Abazan, what if what if too much? Some point
I might tend to overthink, but like good relationship. I've seen like in Indian corner even emotional. I think it's something that I should stop because maybe let's say umunde type a certain message and sometimes that person will be joking. Like maybe let's say you're dating with a girl, joker in that way. then they type those certain messages. Then is this even a joke? Is this person
Like,
saying the truth or whatever? Then my ngasubuza ama questions amaningi gcina kusuka argument. So I think it's something that I have to fix on my side. Because I tend to overthink, like gambulala too much.
and I feel like you're overthinking as Nathan.
How?
You literally go through all the scenarios. I overthink all the time, and it helps me a lot. Of course, it has its own cons. Like I think you're it's very bad side, like good side and stuff. But then it just sort of always helps. And I feel like also as people now always tell people who see, blessing isn't that you don't say to your partner as a joke.
And
I feel like I'm very particular about that. There's just things that you can't say to me as a joke. Oh, what's it? When I mean it's a joke. It's a what? What the hell?
yeah, even Ambalawi, alright. How would you take it? Like Ambalawi etalas omuimu.
Exactly. This is there's just like there's everything wrong in that.
And
To say maybe I know, like I feel like as people all have our different insecurities, right? So maybe someone is insecure about their weight, or maybe someone is insecure about their height. And then when you're talking about someone who's like the total opposite of your partner, like there's just stuff that you don't say.
I feel you.
So I think that's
so they should learn la fundan la uhlezi amajinasi zomjolo la
kulezinye izinto
ungazikhulumia enqondo umuntu wakho.
Like what we're saying, you can't tell your boyfriend or girlfriend about your crush. You can't
Never
tell them
say
about
that.
your exes. You can't tell them about like Belende.
Never.
It's one of those things.
Imagine umuntu senjela. Like ngiyasengizibuza ukuthi am I not good enough or what?
Like, do you still have feelings for this person? Because the way you talk about them. Now, because when I come into your life, I'm there to hate your exes on your behalf. Always.
Serious?
I won't like your exes. Why should I like them? So.
Oh hey, are you looking for ways to grow your social platforms? Okay, we've got you covered here at NOT Studios. We have a team that is ready to help you grow your business, ready to help you run those ads. And guess what? We have good animated videos for your kids where they get to learn basic Ndebele, basic Shona, and all these other beautiful Zimbabwean languages. And now we have a podcast just for you, where you get to sit down, relax, listen, and enjoy. Watch us give you good information, give you good sense of humor, give you unfiltered information on things that are happening right here in Bulawayo. Well, check out our social platforms, check out our website, dawane.com.
Okay, so we are back from the break. Indaba zomjolo zizari kuphela lezi. So Chichi, umjolo sizawusave for another day.
Another platform, definitely.
Umjolo uphela. So Kates, I just want us to touch on maybe 7 minutes. We touch on the social media impact on people. How do you think social media has impacted people, negative and positive?
For me, I feel like it has a lot of positive. Of course, as I said, everything is side effects. Because we look at our communication. It's not so easy to communicate with someone on the other side of the world. So call to your phone now, you send the message, you do this and that. We talk about also information, like getting information accessibly. Well, you look at Budala, I'm sure maybe if you're a university student, you probably have to go to the library. Then you start browsing through books for you to get the information that you need. But now it's so easy. You just go and say you need maybe PDFs on this. They pop up to get them. So it's so easy to access information, not just for maybe students, but you also look at the issues that are happening around society. If you follow newspapers on Facebook, you know that every single day you always know what are the trending issues, what are the trending news. You are sort of like kept up to date
And
with what's happening.
everything is on our fingertips. Yeah, true.
And then we talk of also entertainment, you know. If you have data and you like TikTok, you're always on TikTok. It's always fun. You learn so many new things. You see so many new people. You get inspired. It's same with every other social media platform, right?
Yeah.
And then we talk of even other platforms like WhatsApp, for Umjolo, you know, to keep on close.
Yes,
you know, you know, like at some point, so good that I'm very sending much to try and kiss before you open. Nowadays,
I'd say
after 1 week and stuff like it's not instant. And I'm going to say the opportunity to use poster and stuff.
And I'm posting not that never to kill, but but I might just post my friends. I hardly post with girl, like maybe here and there.
Yeah, you know, it's important. And then make people to look at our cons. We're looking at which there's so much misinformation on social media. Like everything that you see
is perfect.
Yeah. And then so nowadays that aspect of maybe it's fake. Now you need to be confirming and things like that. So that's like the downside. You can also talk about knowing that the catfishing, talk about you know, like I saw there's a guy on Facebook called Joyful Music. So very question like the account that he posted, but apparently the lady had been hacked. She had I think over 100,000 followers, and then the people
she lost.
Yeah, like and then like the person had hacked or when I'm really mad. Like a really big sum of money so that she could recover her account and stuff. So imagine this is someone who's worked so much to get all of those followers, and then someone just hacks you.
And then they ask for money.
I feel like
someone says social media. And guys, if there are some people how to secure accounts, and if you can secure accounts of Abantu, I think this is also a platform for you to comment and help a lot of people help us.
So that you don't go through the same thing, honestly.
But I don't think secure. What's
that hide?
But I think that's something else. Then touching on most people, they are now trying to live in social media. Then at the end of the day, those people, they just portray the positive sides of their lives. They also go through some shit. You understand? So as you see, you don't follow. You understand? There's some things that you can follow, but follow things within your limit, within your reach.
You know, I always love when you post so much on social media, people meet you and say, your life is going well, we see you. But then one thing that we always say is we post the good things in our lives. We don't post the bad. I can say maybe I got a new job offer, I'm celebrating it, maybe with LinkedIn, right? But people don't know I've been applying for a year and a half. I've been getting rejection emails left, right, and center. But then people assume, okay, she's doing well, but there's a lot behind the scenes. And that's one thing that you don't realize.
Yeah, people have to really take note of that because social media, they are Saitana, right? But there's a lot that goes into social media. Then the other thing, is every time. Alright, so this thing, like more people, I know it's okay, but I feel like social media is going to lose value. Don't attack me on this one. I feel like social media is going to lose value because more people now, they have access, they know how to gain followers and stuff like that. So what would happen if majority of us become influencers? Like what would happen? Who is going to pay who? Who is going to like follow who and stuff like that? Or into nje ehlali ikhona vele akusoze yaluze value. What do you think?
It's That's actually quite interesting. I feel like if we, it's actually so easy to gain followers. So it's not
Especially
really
on
hard.
TikTok these days, yeah.
No, TikTok is. I always say TikTok is one of the easiest platforms
Mm.
to gain followers, and I feel like literally everyone can just create their own kind of content and boom. So now it depends also on also right?
Yeah.
With Zimbabwe and like the issues of sanctions, at some point we failed to get monetized on some social media platforms like our Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like on platforms or maybe in DAO like OSA where you can get monetized, I feel like everyone can really coexist as I'm a content creator, no matter how many they are, because in my life, very South Africa, and if you like so it's got the
So
money.
kuyahlala
So
kunjalo
it's
vela.
it's always going to be constant, and I feel like also the more influencers that we have, it means companies and brands will be spoiled for choice. You can literally choose to work with whosoever. Because sometimes they need this limit high, or you would see at some point we have very few influencers. But to
Especially our side in Zimbabwe.
sit down and think about Bulawayo. Okay, but can you name 10 influencers from Bulawayo? It's just not fair to 5, but I don't think we 10
Because
Yabo?
we just have upcoming influencers, honestly.
Who are just lovers, still navigating that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we don't like I'm household names, like those powerful names, like the names in Harare. A few. I know about the attack. I'm ready for that, but effect. I always tell people that's a fact. We are still working.
Yeah,
So
Zimbabwe
we are
is still working. Like, you take a look at South Africa. I don't know how many famous artists South Africa has, but Vaneng
And so
and
kulo
Bonke.
spotlight those guys. Even their film industry, music industry,
Like
whatever,
everything.
everything is just on point.
You look at Nigerians.
Those
Nigerians
guys.
even have like this trending sounds on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's that one I Viviano, what it was Nigerian.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of things. Or I feel like also Nigeria is another powerhouse when it comes to content creation. I think we have a Nollywood, an African movie and stuff like that. In South African also theater, drama, film. It's always.
I once said Uti Zimbabwe was also part of the first countries to have the filming stuff and stuff like that. But why are you still lagging behind? Like South Africa says they are cooler. Because we got the satellites before South Africa, but South Africa is now ahead.
Way there. I just feel like as Zimbabwe don't really invest that much into our arts and culture. Because
we have one channel. That channel you cannot even play some things that we do, Tina. Like it has to be educational, agriculture, farming, mining.
It doesn't really speak to isn't that we should do. I feel like there isn't really enough investment, and there's so much talent. That's one thing that's apparent. And
so much talent.
We always talk about how industry is space for pretty much everyone to shine. We can't be competing. Really, as artists, we can't compete because I feel like we complement each other. If you've got your own sound, Uzbandla has their own sound. If you act like this, whosoever acts like that, and stuff. So I feel like we're not really investing as much as we should into our art, into and notice this cutters name. If we get these radio programs, we get these programs on television, they're also mostly donor sponsored. They US embassy, German embassy, whatever. It's never locally sponsored things. Maybe we need more bingers. We need our week now to put in some money
weak nails.
in the arts.
I'm going to be the first one. Tinimbingas Kona, I've came to notice that Imbingas Kona party as part of the arts. You understand?
And maybe that's our problem. Ukuthi abantu abanemali do not really want to invest in the arts. Okusho ukuthi abantu abaku-arts bosomele bedinga imali bengamali imali then they now can invest.
Or when you like us go serious like those people they invest into the EE arts because the arts people from Harare they are pushing. Right now as attack here there are a few games I usually play with my guests. Today we're going to do Would You Rather, and we're going to do a few riddles. I feel like when I good with riddles. Alright, so we're going to take 2 on each. So would you rather keep your current first name or change it?
Keep my current first name.
Yeah, serious?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. For your birthday, Would you rather receive cash or gifts?
Cash.
They're not gonna happen.
Obviously, cash. Well,
Cash
I'm a
would
gift
be-
is always saying what have bad.
I'm a gift. Ngumuntu wakho.
Kuya ngokuthi mbani.
Okay, I feel you. All right, riddles la. So many khala ingqondo la. Anjo be. All right, so we're on riddles, and the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
Yo. You.
The more you
I'm
take,
about to say you brought me here to embarrass me.
the more you take,
Oh my god.
the more you leave behind. What am I?
The more you take, the more you live. I will have my hints. Clown.
No, ngawunika into yasibe wazi.
I get defeated.
Yazi into yangikhona isebe simple. Ukuthi mina ngenza ngicabanga ukuthi simple is because ngikhayela answer. But lami benza cabanga nje ngawo. Unika answer. What poo 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 poo. It's footsteps.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, I know.
Why? Yo, Emma.
All right.
It's fine.
Another one. What is more useful when it is broken? Ngicabanga into ezidate. Vele ngazathi heart, particularly enye data example uzayicabanga ngicabanga.
Yeah. What is more useful when it's broken?
That one le useful when it's broken lana uyicabanga ngifuna la. Ngiyawazi bakhona manje ngamase.
We need trust. But how is it useful? No, it's not.
What is more useful when it's broken?
Emma. Since we are looting my heart, it's fine.
It's an egg. Yeah.
Anyways.
I
stood no chance, guys. You also.
It's
It's a jungle out here.
Yeah, good to I'm a lions. Alright, Chichi, thank you very much for joining me today. It was a blast.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for the information, Leo. I think people are going to use it in their lives. And Esuguchi Leo, I would advise the people to research, especially on suicide.
Very
But
important.
Umjolo, as always. So people should really research, especially men. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Very important.
You understand? Thank you very much. So today I was joined by Chichi. Please follow her whole social media. I'll mention her book description. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow me, your host, your favorite person. It was a blast. Signing out. Peace out.